For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. If you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. When you feel grateful, you become great, and eventually attract great things. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Poverty doesn't come because of the decrease of wealth, but because of the increase of desires. No man should bring children into the world who is unwilling to persevere to the end in their nature and education. If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. The measure of a man is what he does with power. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. The one who learns and doesn't practice is like the one who plows and never plants. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. Love is a serious mental disease. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. Better a little which is well done than a great deal imperfectly. Life must be lived as play. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. Necessity, the mother of invention. Science is nothing but perception. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. Justice means minding one's own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous. Attention to health is life's greatest hindrance. Man, a being in search of meaning. When the mind is thinking, it is talking to itself. Honesty is for the most part less profitable than dishonesty. Let parents bequeath to their children not riches, but the spirit of reverence. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. Wisdom alone is the science of other sciences. Courage is a kind of salvation. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good to another. Tyranny naturally arises out of democracy. To be sure, I must, and therefore I may assume that your silence gives consent. It is right to give every man his due. No law or ordinance is mightier than understanding.